Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Baltimore RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news. The Baltimore Ravens are making waves in the NFL this offseason, and the latest move is nothing short of a game-changer. Rumors and insider leaks suggest that Baltimore is closing in on a blockbuster trade that could significantly bolster their secondary and elevate their defenses to new heights. The player in the spotlight, Byron Murphy Jr., the talented cornerback from the Minnesota Vikings. And folks, this isn't just a minor transaction. This could reshape the balance of power in the AFC, especially in the division that Ravens fans know all too well, AFC North. Now, let's break down what's happening here. The Vikings, sitting at a 7-4 record with a secondary that's been a bit shaky this season, are reportedly open to trading Murphy Jr. in exchange for a mid-round pick in the 2026 draft and some salary cap relief, about $13 million to be precise. Why would Minnesota do this? Well, they're dealing with some pressing issues on their defense. Their defensive line, for instance, has struggled to generate enough pressure, with pressures hovering around 30% and 28 sacks surrendered. Plus, with an 11-game stretch so far, Murphy Jr. has shown flashes of brilliance, recording 5 interceptions, 20 pass deflections, and posting an impressive PFF grade of 89.7. He's proven himself as a rising star in the league, and his stats speak volumes. In 2025, Murphy played in 11 games, tallying 38 solo tackles, 14 assists, and 52 combined tackles. He didn't record any sacks, but did snag 2 interceptions for 34 yards, with an EPA, expected points added per target, of -0.17, which indicates solid coverage. His allowed completion percentage was at 53%, and he's known for his YAC, yards after catch, allowed, just 36 yards per reception. Coming off a shoulder injury in Week 5 that limited him to about 75% of snaps, Murphy Jr. is still showing resilience and high-level play. The Vikings' defense, which usually allows around 21.4 points per game, is eager to improve, especially in the secondary, which is giving up 215 passing yards per game. Their focus is clear. They need to add talent to their secondary to keep up with the high-powered offenses in the league. This is where the Ravens step in. Baltimore's secondary has been solid, but they're looking for that extra piece, someone who can be a true shutdown corner. Murphy Jr. fits that bill perfectly. Pairing him with Marlon Humphrey, the Ravens could form one of the most intimidating duos in the league. Imagine what that would mean. Projecting forward, some analysts believe that this duo could intercept 12 or more passes this season, while reducing opposing quarterback completion percentages by around 14%. Bringing it down from an already respectable 61% to even lower. This kind of lockdown coverage would put Baltimore on a different level defensively, making them even more formidable against aerial attacks. And let's talk about the potential impact on the entire team. With Murphy Jr. in the fold, the Ravens' defense could become a top 1 unit in the NFL. Their big play percentage would drop significantly, by about 12%, and their YAC allowed could decrease to just around 3.4 yards, making it extremely difficult for opponents to gain yards after catching the ball. This would be especially effective against elite receivers like Ja'Marr Chase, whose current matchup EPA per target stands at +0.10, meaning he's been slightly above average in creating separation and making big plays. Locking down a receiver like Chase with Murphy Jr. and Humphrey would be a nightmare for any quarterback. Adding Murphy Jr. would also mean more turnovers, something the Ravens have been striving for all season. With safeties like Marcus Williams and Kyle Hamilton, Baltimore already has a strong back end, but Murphy Jr.'s presence could push the turnovers per game to an average of 2, reminiscent of the aggressive, opportunistic defenses of the past, like the 2019 New England Patriots under Stephon Gilmore's leadership. This kind of aggressive, turnover-forcing defense is exactly what Baltimore needs to push into the Super Bowl conversation. On the offensive side, the impact wouldn't be just on defense. Possession time could increase by 12%, which means the Ravens could sustain drives longer, control the clock more effectively, and give their offense more opportunities to put points on the board. The team's overall efficiency in preventing big plays and executing in critical moments would improve dramatically, especially in clutch situations. This added defensive stability and ball control could be the difference in tight games, especially in the playoffs. Now, looking at the bigger picture, the odds for Baltimore to make a deep playoff run would skyrocket. After the trade, some betting odds shifts indicate Baltimore could go from plus 800 to plus 350 to win the Super Bowl. That's a massive jump, and it highlights how pivotal this move could be. Similarly, their odds in the AFC would improve from plus 400 to plus 175. Facing teams like the Chiefs or Bills, who rely heavily on aerial attacks, having a shutdown corner like Murphy Jr. would be a huge X factor. It's the kind of move that could turn the Ravens into the favorite in their conference, especially if they can maintain their offensive consistency led by Lamar Jackson and their dynamic run game. So, why is Baltimore making this move now? Well, it's clear they see an opportunity to solidify their defense, especially their secondary, which has been a concern in some games. Adding a player of Murphy Jr.'s caliber would send a message that Baltimore is all in for another Super Bowl push, aiming to replicate their success from recent seasons and maybe even surpass it. The Ravens are known for their smart, strategic moves. This trade fits right into that narrative, bringing in a talented young corner who fits their aggressive, physical style of play. It's reminiscent of some of the legendary trades in Ravens history, like acquiring Jalen Ramsey, which demonstrates a commitment to building a defense that can carry the team deep into January and into the Super Bowl. Looking ahead, the Ravens, coaching staff, and front office are probably weighing all these factors. Murphy Jr. talent, his fit within the scheme, and how much he can elevate the defense in critical moments. The secondary has been a strength, but it's also been an area where a game-changing player could make all the difference. With Murphy Jr. in Baltimore, the team's identity could shift even more toward a ball-hawking, turnover-forcing unit that punishes opponents and creates easy scoring opportunities for Lamar Jackson and the offense. It's a strategic move that shows the team's ambition, a desire to not just compete, but to dominate and contend for the ultimate prize. And with the season progressing into the crucial months of November and December, every game counts. The Ravens have a schedule that features some high-stakes matchups, and adding this piece to their puzzle could be exactly what they need to push through the playoff gauntlet. Baltimore fans should be excited. This is the kind of move that builds a championship-caliber team, and it signals that the Ravens are not satisfied with just making the playoffs. They want to go all the way. The AFC is stacked, no doubt about it, but with Murphy Jr. potentially donning purple and black, Baltimore's chances of making a deep run skyrocket. This trade isn't just about one player, it's about a statement. The Ravens are serious about their Super Bowl ambitions. They're investing in their future, in their defense, and in their legacy. If this move goes through, expect a ripple effect across the league, with other contenders taking notice of Baltimore's renewed focus on building a lockdown secondary. The AFC North rivals better be prepared, because Baltimore is dialing up everything necessary to reclaim their spot at the top and bring another Lombardi home. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Murphy Jr. is the piece that puts Baltimore over the top? How do you see the secondary shaping up with him in the fold? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Ravens. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news.